I'm Chen from 100.3 The Sound. Right, peace, love, and Sunday mornings, and as you can see, I bear a great deal of resemblance to Howard Stern.
Taller.
So they said me instead. Judy Nelson. We have Judy in the house. Another good friend of mine. Everyone welcome Judy.
Good evening. For the JPLers, well, we had the experience in the family, so terminations unceremonious are swift but also odious. Out with the seniors for payrolls that are leaner creates relationships acrimonious. Way it goes. I'm going to give you one sort of esoteric one and then something a little more popular. If any of you know anything about track and field, you'll see this one. Dick Fosbury, a jumper, bold, did the reverse of what he was told. All experts thought his technique would flop, but in '68, little Dickie took gold. My dad was a track star. And moving from Nantucket to Kent, there once was a gentleman from Kent whose tool was so long it bent. It caused him no trouble to put it in double, so instead of coming, he went. There once was a bride from Norway who hung by her heels in the doorway. Her amorous groom came into the room, and they discovered one more way.
Judy Nelson. As you know, Jan, who organized this, said that he received many emails from people, and this is from Wayne Tapia from Seattle. He sent actually quite a few here, so we'll read just a couple and then move on. There was an old son named Carruthers, told his girlfriend, "I drink like no other." While he swooled at the bar, she snuck out to the car and found herself screwing his brother.
Wayne is Jan's cousin.
There once was an egg with salmonella that wound up being eaten by a fella. Soon the shit hit the fan, then he ran to the can and filled it with what looked like Nutella.
Shitty joke.
Molly Moran. Molly, are you here?
Molly.
Yay! And Molly is a very good friend of mine.
Yay, Molly.
Nice to see you.
Hey everybody, I just have a short office suite, I call it. There once was a girl with a beagle, an admin assistant in legal, with a clench and release like a Rottweiler's teeth. You could tell that she practiced her Kegels. She ate lunch with a girl in accounting, whose virtue was often worth doubting. She would receive and disperse from the company's purse while behind her the figures were mounting. Her best friend worked in taxation, and her methods were the source of vexation. She opened her vent, took in 30%, and no one achieved satiation. Thank you and good night.
James Sabo.
I'm going to go because I was working and she signed up for me.
Oh,
All right.
Jane, you look...
Me Tarzan, her Jane. Well, me Cheetah, her Jane.
What's your name?
I'm Todd.
Todd. Todd's a very good friend.
I got this limerick off the bathroom wall in high school, and I've never heard it from anybody else. Nymphomaniacal Alice used a dynamite stick for a phallus. They found her vagina in North Carolina and her asshole in Buckingham Palace. I worked with some guys and we tried to come up with limericks for each other's name, and there was one guy named Darren, and our boss we used to call the old goat because he kind of had this little tiny ponytail and the big beard, So I was thinking forever, how am I going to come up with an ending for this? Because there once was a man named Darren, and I thought about it. And finally I came up with it. There once was a man named Darren, his dick with a goat he was sharing. It wasn't so weird that the goat had a beard. What was strange was the dress it was wearing. If anybody's used any of these, I just got here, so. There once was a pirate named Yates who practiced the rumba on skates. He fell on his cutlass, which rendered him nutless and practically useless on dates. And I have one last one I wrote, and I'm going to read it because it's one of those ones that I haven't gotten my... A prestigious new pub on Fair Oaks was frequented by affable folks. For a couple of pounds, you could buy a few rounds, and they'd quite likely laugh at your jokes.
Excellent. So Jan, you don't want to come up yet.
Oh,
Or
wait a
did
little
you
while.
now show up? Or how?
Hell no.